Cat-Eyed Rarity here. Nice to meet you. Uh, Thanks for stopping by. I started this channel for two reasons. The first and most ridiculous reason is I'm bored. I'm currently stuck at home in between jobs and I need something to do. It's me and the cat who is on the window. The other reason, the more important, deeper reason, is to raise awareness. I was born with cat's eye syndrome. And as you may have guessed by my name, it is rare. And by rare, I'm talking 1 in 150,000 live births. In comparison, Down syndrome occurs in 1 in 700 live births. Cat's eye syndrome is where there is an extra 22nd chromosome. I've actually, in my case, seen mine. I had a geneticist do all of their testing and imaging, and mine is just sort of hanging out, chilling, just a little sliver, messing everything else up. It's a bit much to go into the details right now, as this is my first video. The basic rundown of what I'm dealing with is, let's see, I was born with anal atresia. I have Duane syndrome. I have iris coloboma, glaucoma, atrophied pancreas. I have an ostomy, my second one. I was given an ostomy at birth, and then that was reversed when I was around 2. And then back in 2018, I think it was, I had this one put in, and this one is permanent. It will be with me for the rest of my life. People say they're sorry. I say I love it. It saved my life. It's so much easier than what I used to go through. I have a medical record that could be used as a doorstop, with some sheets left to paper the walls. And it's just a big question mark as to what is in my future. My life expectancy is average, apparently, but keeping me going is a full-time job. The big problem with cat's eye syndrome, for me, aside from the physical issues, is the fact that it is so rare. I end up going to a doctor's office and I say I have cat's eye syndrome. And it used to be I waited for them to go, what is that? And now I just say I have cat's eye syndrome. It's an extra 22nd chromosome and this is what it does to me. Everything tube shaped in me is a bit wrong. So I so much as look at a puddle and I get ear infection. I actually have hearing aids. They're purple and awesome and I love them. Because I have had so many ear infections that it has irreparably damaged my hearing. I've had more surgeries than I can name. And that's not including the normal, tonsils, adenoids, wisdom teeth. And I am facing another one. We are trying to get my ovaries removed. And that is something that I find a little intimidating. I don't have kids, don't want kids, never been a thing on my radar. The scary part is that because of so many abdominal surgeries, they may not get all of them out cleanly. I've already had radiation to make them shut up and they didn't listen. So we're gonna cut them out and see what goes, what happens from there. I'm also finally starting to pursue finding someone who understands my condition. I'm not asking for an expert. I'm not asking for full understanding. I went to Brigham and Women's in Boston about a decade ago. And my mom asked the doctor how many people with this with this condition have you seen? And he just turned and pointed to me. And then a dozen med students walked in the room, and I'm like, am I dying? Because there's like a dozen med students here, and they're all just like, no, we'll just never see someone like you again. And I think I have mixed feelings about that. On one hand, it's kind of cool. It's not gonna lie, it's kind of cool to be that 1 in 150,000, unique person. Um, at the other on the other hand, it's frustrating. Um, because I do go to a doctor and they will look at me and they will say I am fine. My stats, my vitals will be fine. I don't run fevers, so I'm fine. When I'm obviously not. And my current doctors are great. My current doctors are fantastic. But it was a struggle to find people that would start to listen and start to understand that I'm not like their average patient. Um, I will probably be the only one like me that they see, ever. And that makes it hard, especially advocating for myself. Um, I find that doctors don't like patients explaining things to them. Don't blame them, it's annoying. Um, but at the same time, I know my body better than anyone else. Um, Better than anyone else ever can, simply because of the rarity of my condition. And so yeah, I've started looking for someone who can help me. And so I'm going out of town in October to see someone, and I don't really know what to expect. They're gonna do the full workup. They said expect 2-hour appointment. Whatever, it's cool. I'm used to it. Um, I'm not expecting them to actually be the ones to eventually do a full workup. I've actually reached out to an organization that deals with rare disorders and diseases, and they pointed me in the direction of this place in a city. And my home state, we're small, we're rural, not exactly the mecca of scientific advancement. Uh, So I wouldn't be surprised if they say, well, we know this guy, but he's in California. He's in Scotland. He's in insert other place here. Um, and I'm willing to do it. Like, I'm willing to take 6 months to a year off of my life to get the help that I need. This is something, that I've reached a point as an adult where it's one roadblock after another, and so many people just say we don't know, or there's nothing wrong. um, Visit after visit after visit, there's nothing wrong. um, or I go to a doctor with a legitimate problem, and it's like, well, have you seen your therapist? Have you lost weight? Have you been taking your anxiety medication? Yes. This has nothing to do with that. um, so I'm eager to find someone who can look at me and say, yeah, there's something wrong, and we can try and do something about it. I have some experience in this. This is where we go from here. Um, Again, my doctors are great. They do the best they can, but there's only so much you can really expect of them. And, I'm kind of tired of going through this alone, you know? Um, I have my husband, I have my family, and they are fantastic. Um, Endlessly patient with me. My mom and my husband have seen me at my worst, and I mean my absolute worst. Um, but I can't, They can understand that I'm struggling. They can understand that I'm going through something and that I'm hurting, but they can't quite understand how. Um, and even other people with medical issues can't quite understand how isolating it is to be one of those people who is so alone in their struggle. No matter how many people I have backing me up, there's no one that I've ever met face to face that can say, yeah, I've dealt with that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, me too. And it's lonely. I'm tired of being sort of lonely, keeping it all inside and doing it on my own. I was once told that I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, but I don't want to be. I want to be me. Um, I want to be normal, or as normal as it gets. And yeah, I didn't ask for this, and I figured I might as well just bring some people along this time, you know? Um, bring people to the appointments, let them see my reality, let them see what I deal with. Um, and my hope is that this will get out there to someone else who needs it, someone else who is alone and struggling and has all the love and support in the world, but still feels like they're their own little planet, sort of stranded and trying to get by. Um, you know, I'm one in a million and I don't want to be. Um, so yeah, I figured I'd reach out as best as I can. Um, invite some people to come along and see what it's like. I don't think I'll post often. Most of my life is actually pretty mundane. There's the 9 to 5, there's the school, there's the home, there's the hobbies. But I think I have something to offer to those who are interested in people with rare conditions and diseases and how we live our lives and how we get by on the day to day. And also, there might be someone out there who might have Cat's eye syndrome and not even know it. And if this could raise some awareness for them, if this could make some parents of kids with Cat's eye syndrome feel a little bit less lonely and to say, hey, there's an adult who has this and knows what's going on, who I can reach out to. That would be great. That would make this whole thing worth it. Um, so yeah, I'll try and keep up with this. No promises. Um, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being patient. I've never done this before. Super scary. Yeah, see you next time.